Hello guys, it's Danny the Medic, and we're here with more Flow the Doctor in part 3 of the video series. We're going to go through the examination and the first treatment of the first eye that takes place on the first day, and what happened afterwards, including how I feel about it the next morning. Alright, let's get to it.
We should have had you dilated half an hour ago.
Oh.
That's
Oh,
okay. I'm
we
not
forgot.
in a rush.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
not in a rush at all. This is actually good to be able to take this time. In fact, let me just look at my schedule here. Yeah, fine. So let's do this. Let's check your vision, check your eye pressure, get you dilating. And I mean, we've already covered a lot of ground already, so more of the philosophical stuff like that, but I'll do a little bit more technical stuff using my board here, talk you through the process while you're dilating, and then we'll take a look in there and see what's going down.
Okay.
So, and you had LASIK done, so you don't wear glasses for distance, is that right?
Not unless it's at nighttime.
Okay, all right. We'll do
Or
it.
in low light situations.
Okay. So cover your left eye, looking straight ahead in the mirror.
That's this one, right?
Left eye, yes. Yeah. And let's have you try and read that.
Nope, looks like Hebrew.
Not Hebrew. How about that?
Nope,
Do you have your glasses with you?
nope.
Okay. Even guessing at them, it's okay if you want to guess.
Nope.
So what's the results of your LASIK? You should. Is that a near eye? Did they do monovision on you? One eye for distance, one eye for near?
You know what, man? The guy mentions that. I said, I don't think that. No, I don't. That doesn't sound good to me. Make them the same. Whether he did it or not, I do not know.
Oh, it doesn't look like it.
Mm.
Doesn't read like that. Let's try something else here. Okay, I'll switch out here. Okay, so you're going to hold it like this, testing the right eye. There's a little pinhole right in the center there. Hold that up there.
Okay, pinhole.
Find the little pinhole. Tell me if that's better.
Oh yeah, SCNDZ.
Like magic. How about that?
Right, why don't they sell these? Kind of small.
Small is okay, but guess. Go ahead and guess it.
NHCOH, something like
And
that.
guess it. These here?
Looks like a D. The N looks like a Y. Can't make out this. Can't really make it
I'll
out.
take that again.
Okay.
Hold this to your right eye, over your right eye.
Mm-hmm.
And let's go in the other direction here. Anything there?
VRSXD maybe.
Yeah, anything here?
HDVON maybe.
Yeah, guess at these.
The center one looks like a D, K, and then the Z.
Okay.
KK,
I'll
is
take
it?
that back.
No?
So you're familiar with cameras and photography. You're familiar
Uh-huh.
with aperture and f-stop and all that.
Yep.
The pinhole just acts like an f32 or f64 aperture, very, very small aperture. And what that does is that sort of increases depth of field, kind of puts everything in focus. Of course, the trade-off is you can't see anything through that small little opening. So what it does is it addresses the issue of optics. It doesn't tell us anything about the health of the retina, but if the vision improves through the pinhole, that tells us that there's room for improvement optically. New glasses, contact lenses. So if the target of LASIK was to correct both eyes for distance, you've probably shifted away from that. Are you able to read up close comfortably?
Not anymore. I'm old now.
Well, the reason I ask is sometimes, if you started off nearsighted, they corrected you for distance, but it kind of drifted back in again. Sometimes the near vision will be better than the distance vision, or you might just be sort of somewhere in between. Or you could have some weird astigmatism or something else like that as well. So my job is not to sort that out, but it's if the glasses help and make it a lot better, then fine, that works.
With glasses is fine. Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's check your eye pressures. Put some drops in here. You can take that. There you go. And lean back and look up here towards the ceiling. You sneak that in there and there. And just go ahead and blink and blot up the excess there with the tissue.
Oh, it's yellow.
Mm-hmm. A little fluorescent stain there.
And blotting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
people have had their eyes, their pressures tested with a little air puff device.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
Oh, is this going to make physical contact with the eye?
It's going to, yes. Yes, it is. But you don't feel, that's why we put the anesthetic in. So
Oh, that was anesthetic?
Yeah. That's
oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
so much better.
Usually I say I'm going to bring this blue light very, very close to you, which is technically true, so close it's actually touching. But the thing is, like, sometimes people who've had that air puff, they're blinking because they're sort of expecting this surprise air puff. And, like, you get to do an air puff once, and then after that, no one will ever trust you again. And it's not as accurate either. Okay, yeah, head all the way forward. There you go. And let's make a few changes here. Okay, so with your left eye, if you look at this little, there's a little black dot on the sticker right there.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Actually, let me bring it down just maybe about right, a little bit lower to, yeah, there you go. Maybe get your eyelashes in the way here. That's not getting a real clean reading here. Let's try that. Okay, good. Sorry about that. Here we go. And then the other eye, opposite side there. Maybe just slightly to the left of that. Okay, very good. All right, pressures are mid-range normal, about 15. It's right in the middle of normal range. And let's get some dilating drops here. Okay, if you lean back and look up towards the ceiling here. And there you go, just close your eyes there for a moment. And another. Again, lean back and look up here. Look up towards the ceiling. There you go. Sneak that there. And there. And just keep your eyes closed again about 20, 30 seconds or so. Held ophthalmoscope. I hardly used this when I was doing general ophthalmology. One of these little things you see like on TV, and they go to the emergency room and the doctor looks in the eye. And actually it's not bad for some of the larger floaters. But if I don't see something with this, then I go to some other.
You know, I have one of those. Could never figure out how to use it.
Yeah, that helps to know how to use it. So look straight ahead towards the mirror frame there. There you go. And look at those eyelashes out of the way. Okay, so immediately I see a little hard density, which is a variant of a Weiss ring. It's not a ring shape, but it's just a little density. But it's so dense and so compact, I know it's the same material there. So that stuff has peeled off the back wall there. So I can safely presume you've had a posterior vitreous detachment. You can have a PVD without noticeable floaters, but you can't have a Weiss ring without a PVD. It's an obligation. Okay, look down and then straight ahead. Okay. And again, looking straight ahead here. So if you come lean forward, put your chin in the rest here. That's not bad. There's some little handles you can reach out and grab onto this. That'll stabilize you a little bit. Good. So in a moment, I've numbed the eyes. I'll put a contact lens on this right eye, and then I'll ask you to have your left eye just kind of watching this little fixation light right here. So if I just move that around from place to place, just follow that. Strap you in so you can't go running and screaming out the door. You're now a captive audience here. Okay, so if you look up towards the ceiling, up high, I'm going to sneak that on there. Good. And then back, looking straight ahead, left eye, right there. And just blink normally, but that's where I want you fixated right now. And if I just move that, just kind of follow it around. Okay, so it takes a little bit for me to get oriented
pigmented here, but we've got some cloudy material there. There's your Weiss ring variant. Wrinkly, and there's a little bit of cloudy stuff. And here's some more tangible cloudy material there. Yeah, stuff that I didn't see with the handheld scope. Okay, look down for a moment, and then back to light. There you go. And that always moves stuff around. So again, some little cineresis cloudy stuff, the Weiss ring, some of those membranes. Nothing I would consider overwhelming, but I will say, having a little bit better assessment of this, I do see more of the cloudier stuff that you were kind of describing. It's not my absolute favorite stuff to treat because excuse me, it's a little bit lower efficiency, but it is in the central area there. I can see why you're aware of it. And that's stuff that could clean up and clear up. Okay, that sounds so bad. Looks treatable. Okay, we'll switch over to the other side. Yeah, wipe that. Good. All right, and look upwards again. And sneak. There we go. Okay, look straight ahead again. Okay, so your right eye, there we go. It's a little blurry because that gel is, there's still a little bit of water-based gel in the eye there. That's for the contact lens. And what do we got over here? I'll look down a little bit. So of the two eyes, left versus right, which eye would you say bothers you more?
My left is my dominant eye.
But as far as the floaters?
Hmm?
Do you think the floaters bother you more in the left eye?
They bother me equally, but
Okay.
my left is my dominant eye. So.
Okay. I'd say the two eyes kind of look like bookends of each other. You know, the floater's about the same size, same type, little cloudy this, little cloudy that. I wouldn't say, looking at them, I wouldn't say one is definitely worse than the other one. They just kind of look like, yeah, little twins. All right, you can sit back. It'll take a few minutes to recover from that bright light stress. Back strapped in there again. If you need to take a break, let me know. It's not like it's pre-programmed or anything else like that. Left eye, so the right eye, again, we'll be watching that light right there. All right, if you look up towards the ceiling, and then straight ahead again, and then I'll move my left hand out of the way. Let's bring you down here a little bit. There you are. Okay, so I have these two red beams that I'll line up there, and the first one basically sounds like that, and then just kind of rinse and repeat over and over again. I'm not sure how well this will show up on video because I'm more concerned about what I'm seeing rather than what the video is seeing, so some of it will be a little better than others. So what I'm going after first, just to kind of describe what I'm seeing here, is this sort of small-ish Weiss ring variant. We still call it a Weiss ring because that's sort of the origins of it. It originated as a density around the optic nerve head. That's where Weiss rings come from. But as you can see from this one, or you will see from this one, it's really just more of just a small little blob, small little density. Same stuff, same origin, just not classically formed in a ring. It's just a little clump. They can be clumps, they can be partial rings, arcs, curves, they can look like a little flat two-dimensional insect wing. Really doesn't matter what it's shaped like. It is predictive of a material that's pretty responsive to the laser. And as I'm treating this, I'm not sure if you're aware of them, but like I said, the gas bubbles and stuff, you might, as your eye starts to kind of adjust it to it, you might be aware of some little dark things falling. Those are the gas bubbles.
That was really bright.
Yeah. Converted to photographer here.
Well, okay, so I guess that's it for today.
That's it for today.
We'll be back tomorrow with more Floater Doctor.
So more Floater Doctor, but I'm sure there's going to be an interim post-treatment review this evening, right?
Yeah, I got a lot to edit.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I'll get that back to you there.
Oh, thank you.
Okay guys, I am now in the lobby of the building, and just like he said, I see a bunch of little black dots, which looks like it's on the bottom of my vision. I hate to say this, but it's kind of like anal beads. There it goes. I can see it better if I tilt my head sideways here. Crazy. Well guys, I'm sitting here at the intersection, afraid to cross the street. My eyes are so dilated that everything's just way too bright. Bring sunglasses, guys.
Okay, so now it is the next day. I eventually made it across the street, got to the Wendy's and everything. Oh, right. I went to Walmart, picked up the set of protective glasses. Now, one of them's dark and mirrored, so I'm going for this one. But you know me, I'm kind of cheap, right? So buying this alone was like $4.88, but buying the whole thing was like $10.47. I don't know why they got such strange pricing at Walmart, but yeah, I'm thinking like, right? Now this one comes in a package, right? Whereas the singles were loose in the store. So I'm thinking like, oh, people be touching it and everything. I looked at, picked it up, I compared it, let the light shine through. I looked at, I think I see some like faint scratches. I should just get the one new in the package, and it's a better deal. Although I don't really need any clear ones right now. The yellow one, I don't know. But anyway, I'm just cheap that way. All right, so back to floaters. What was I even saying? I made it across the street. I went home, meaning back to the hotel room, which is not even a hotel, it's a motel, and it's a crappy one at that. Make sure you check out my video about the crappy motel room here in Arlington, Texas. Right. Went to bed or whatever, woke up the next day. Now, I spent a lot of time comparing how my eye is this morning, and it's about 11 in the morning now. So, before I went, I did a lot of comparing also, right? Now, both eyes were about equally bothersome before I went. The cloudiness were about the same, in about the same location, like right in front of my eyeballs like this, which you see, if it's just one eye and the other eye was kind of like clear, I probably never would have went looking for treatment, because then I could look at a computer monitor and focus more on seeing with the other eye. But they're both equal, right? At times I don't see it, and then I'll look, and then one will float in, and then you know, like it'll be okay, and the other one joins it. It's like it's ganging up on me, and then like, you know, in front of my Microsoft Word is this cloud. I'm just like, very frustrating stuff, right? So I looked my ass off outside, inside, computer screen, everything. I thought long and hard about it. So in the treated eye right now, the black dot that otherwise would have been around here, right, is gone. Okay? Replaced with several very faint fragments that floats around, which is way better than the huge black dot. Okay, so that was a hell of an improvement. Right now, for the cloudiness that floats around my reading level, right, that it was like a haze. Originally, seeing through it would be, I would say, let's say the difficulty of seeing through it would be like a 7 out of 10, right? 10 being totally blind, 1 being perfect, 5 being kind of like, you know, it was pretty much like very cloudy, right? That cloudiness has been reduced to like maybe a 3 or 3.5. Definitely something that is like life-changing for me. I'm like, yeah, it's still there, right? But it's less, okay? And then for the untreated eye, oh my God, comparing it now, whoa! I know I look like I'm on drugs, right? Going, whoa, dude, whoa, oh, no, look at this, and then people be like, looking at what? He's high on drugs again, you know. But yeah, you know, it's such an improvement. You know, originally I was just gonna do one eye, just for YouTube. You know, taking one for the team for you guys. It's not cheap, right? And just see how it is, you know, because I do have floaters, right? But now I'm gonna go for both eyes. This is well worth it. Yeah. Definitely, you know. Thirdly, I don't know if I already said 1 or 2, but thirdly, right, I feel like in this eye, like I'm more connected with the world, right? No, I'm not high. I really feel like I am more connected with the world. I think I can see more clearly through this. Like things have more vibrance and color and life. Whereas this one, I feel like disconnected from the world. Like this haziness, which actually does exist, haziness and crap floating around it, you know? I have over the last few years, which the floaters got worse, I've learned to live with it, and I kind of been sad ever since. Like uninterested in things, you know, not to the point of, you know what, you know, the thing that you cannot say, otherwise you'll be put away for 72 hours or 48 hours or whatever the heck it is. You know, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, you know, hey, the previous video, you know, like the first video, I said I wanted to live, okay? I said, listen, I'm not going to mention Susie ever again. You know, no Karen, no Ashley. I don't care what happened to them. Not looking into it. You know, I value my life. So, right, very disconnected. I feel like there's a weight in front of my eyes, and that's been lifted when I look through this. And here is something I'm pretty sure you never heard before. The color temperature is different between my two eyes now. This one's more cool, and this one's more warm. I know it sounds nuts, but I don't know. Maybe it's that membrane, the vitreous membrane that, you know, like sapped away. Maybe that was kind of yellowish. I do not know. But definitely, it is a hell of an improvement. I think I'm going to enjoy life more. Now, how the flow of the doctor works is that, you know, what you pay is what, you know, put it on the sheet. It includes 2 sessions, right? One is the initial, then you go back and you get the second one done in the same eye. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, whatever, it's an additional cost, right? Hopefully the second one is going to get it. So I'm going to tell them to sap away, you know, at this, and then we're going to get this eye started. Now I have today's appointment. What's today? What's today? Thursday. So I got an appointment today, and I got one more appointment Friday, and then I'm going back to New York, right? So I think we can fit it all in. And all right, that's it for now. Thank you for watching the video, and wow, next video is gonna be about, I don't know yet. I'm kind of like, you know, this is not, none of this is scripted or planned, you know. So anyway, yeah, like, how can you plan these things? Who knew? You know, poor Susie.